Morning musings, morning musings from the tiny little studio on this tiny little Greek island. Today is Thursday, October 10th, and shout out to all of those in Florida going through this devastating hurricane. My heart goes out to you. Um, Thinking about, I don't know, the things to do today. Another lemon painting, um, having the freedom to in fact be uh, uh, to be experimenting and making mistakes and just stretching my boundaries and coming again to when I paint a bad painting, uh, uh, what's going on in me, and always working with my reactions to things and uh, just trying to understand myself on a deeper level, things that are happening. I don't want to be the type of person that just reacts without any kind of understanding what's going on. I, I beneath the reaction. I like to know uh, who I am and how I am showing up in the world. And even on this tiny little Greek island, it's not a big important place. There's, well, it's quite beautifully important to me, but in the spectrum of the world, it's it's just this little village, this little tiny island, and you know, even half of Greece doesn't even know about this island. So, it's pretty unimportant as a place on the world map. And coming out here in YouTube, where the world opens up a little bit, quite a bit, to this tiny little Greek island in this tiny little studio, it's important for me to know and to evaluate and to understand these types of things. How do I feel about a painting that I had a hard time with, that that didn't work as well as I wanted to? I find, I think this is a pretty normal thing. People understand this, especially the artists that have just been painting with their music and their thoughts and their connection with the painting without anybody else around. So I know how I paint when I'm alone, and then it's quite a different thing to be painting with a group of people and to be aware of what's going on. So that's one thing. That is one thing. Yesterday I did a live stream, and I'm on this new platform, and I'm not a tech person. You all know that. I say that over and over again because I should know how to do these things. I should know it by now. I really should. I should know. I keep moving and trying new things, which makes me fluster in my live streams. For example, I was on OBS Studio. I pretty much know how that works. Now I'm trying out Streamlabs, which seems to be a bit more expanded. It's but but I'm still not getting it, and so it's just hey Canada, how are you doing? Alberta, Canada. Hi. Nice to see you. So nice to see you. See, this is the cool thing, like with this StreamYards, is that I actually see what people are writing to me and saying hello. I love that. That's a lot of fun. Are you an artist, Susan, from Canada? How nice. Um, these lemon challenges are so much fun. They're really fun, and uh, the fumblings, like yesterday, this microphone, I had it set up in a certain way. It just fell. Everything just kept getting all messed up as I was doing the live stream. And okay, if I'm just filming it and it's me alone here in the studio, who cares, right? I just edit it out and it's gone. But yesterday, I mean, there was all these things happening and being pulled away from the painting, because I'm in this a new environment, painting live. Everything that I have going on in this tiny little studio is basically, whatever I can figure out. I don't have the option to just go and buy like a microphone stand, the right kind, this and that, at the moment in my life. I'm not able to do this. So I take what I have and use it. Um, and use it as I can. You are, Susan. Cool, 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 cool. What kind of art do you like to do? Talk to me. Um, Uh, so, so coming into doing a live stream, the opportunities for things to go wrong are expanded. Partially because I have this situation here. I just took a stand that I had, and I just placed it on here. I'm just stuck it in. But it works, right? It just, the way that I had it set up yesterday didn't work because it just actually, the microphone just fell off onto my palette here where I was painting. It was a lot of fun. And I think the being just who you are, even in this online world, and just with all the mess ups and with all the fumblings and with all the things that aren't working, I think that's really healthy for me, especially for somebody like me who was lost for many years in the perfectionism. Like everything had to be perfect, and if anything like that happened, God forbid that anything would happen and I would be exposed as a fumbling human being in this YouTube community or online or wherever, whoever is watching me. And so these things happen live, and uh, I'm taking notice of, oh, wow, that happened. And I feel bad because whoever was listening and there with me online got this loud bang from the microphone that just fell. Oh my goodness. Hello. And it's just working with that. But the main point of these fumblings and failures, let's call them failures. Nothing is really a failure, but that's the word that we use. So these fumblings and failures that happen because of this online world and because of not having the perfect equipment and not having this and not having that, is really is really a self proclamation. Would that be the right word? The self opening into me, into my authenticity. This is who I am. This is me. I'm a fumbling, flailing, sometimes successful, because not all paintings come out beautifully, right? I mean, they just don't. You have 10 bad paintings and then you have a really good one. You have, another 5, kind of average, and then you have a really good one. So you're not always, no matter, I mean, even the highly advanced artists, may all have really, really good paintings, but they're never always those wow paintings. And that's how life is. So I just figured that I'm not a tech person. I don't really know how all of this works. I'm learning. I'm slow at learning it. And I fumble through it. And I'm going to fumble through it live on stage on this YouTube platform, or, on Facebook, wherever it is that I'm just, putting myself out there as I am. And maybe if there's anybody else out there who is a little bit too self-conscious of who they are, a little bit too hesitant to just be who they are no matter what, I don't know, come along and just see my fumblings and my failings and my thises and that's and the things not working right, and take some comfort that you can, in fact, just be who you are authentically, the original, intended, beautiful soul that you are, that you already are, have always been. And if we can all embrace ourselves just a little bit more, just releasing what the family thinks, what your friends thinks, what you think society thinks, and really become who you are when you're alone in your tiny little studios. So with that, oh, hello. My goodness, I will not leave yet. Let me see what graphite and charcoal and oil paint. You got it back into art after a 30-year break. Me too. I totally get that. I'm using artist therapy after a brain injury from a car accident. Hey, that's really interesting. I'm glad you are okay. And I know that being creative, connecting to this creative channel, is a beautiful way to do that. And just for the, I had a brain aneurysm back in 2011. And so I had plenty of years after that recovering and getting back into, who I was. I had, I couldn't even speak a full sentence after that aneurysm. And so hi, Brazen. How are you doing, love? So I understand exactly what you mean. Finding that inner connection and allowing the space to clear out, and moving through those roadblocks, which are pretty big, right? And there is a way through it. There is a way through it. And when you open up, especially to art, to that creative expression, there's a different kind of magic that goes on within us, for healing, for reconnecting, for coming back to who you are, to your authentic self. Yeah, Brazen, I guess you didn't know that about me, right? But art has become my passion. See, no matter what is going on in that outer world, with the outer world, the artistic endeavor that dive into creativity, that opening up to that energy. There's something about it. It is perhaps, in my life at least, the most fulfilling self-loving, authentic way of being, and has helped me immensely find and rediscover me after 30 some years of being without my art, without being creative, believing that, yeah, you can never really make it as an artist, so why bother, right? Especially back in the day before internet, before, it was really difficult to make a living being an artist, and that's where that starving artist idea came from. So, so it's really something. Wow, what a beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with me and with all of us here, Susan. That's just fantastic. Keep going, and I hopefully. I would love to see you again. Okay, thanks for sharing your self-exploration with art life in Greece. My, yeah, I can never really be anything more than my authentic self, especially here, right, on this YouTube channel. And when I first started uploading videos, I was terrified, and I had to be like really careful of what I said, and should I say that, and should I be this way, and don't be goofy. Don't be goofy. But that is who I am, and so I'm just gonna be that goofy artist out there, stuck on this little tiny Greek island in this tiny little studio, and life is good. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get off. Not sit here and talk for the next hour, and yeah. Oh, what a beautiful day today. Oh, this was just so wonderful. Brazen hearted, lovely to have you as always. And Susan, so nice to meet you. Really, really beautiful to have you here. All right, you guys. So today, I have another lemon painting to prepare and get ready, and see what I'm going to do. The exact same painting. I'm going to do the exact same one and get it right this time. Go back and do the right measurements on that lemon, and just get a better feel for what I did yesterday. The fumblings that I went through yesterday. You guys can go online and watch it. And I turned down the microphone for when this thing fell over and plopped. So at least nobody got their this boom in their headphones. Yeah, be goofy. I can be goofy. And so I got to set up that and get that going, and I'm gonna film it again, like right after I do this, because the lighting is so much better for my palette for this and that, and I rely on the natural light. It's my best painting. It's my best painting Yeah, I do wish myself great success in today's painting. And I will be all back here again at 6 p.m. my time. So if you're able to come through the painting with me, we can go through it. You can paint with me. Um, uh, Great. Nice to meet you, honey. Take care. Take care. Hope to see you again. All right, you guys. Wish me luck today. I'll be back at 6 o'clock. And let's see what we can do today on the lemon challenge. It is day 10. Day 10. We've already been through 10 days. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's see what we can do today. All right, you guys, take care. This was so much fun. Thanks for being here with